SMC fans, welcome ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a very quick one. Torí mo ní àwọn questions kan tí kò yé mi. I saw this interview with Dele Momodu and Chief Sunday Igboho. And I'm worried and I'm like, what kind of questions is Mr. Dele Momodu asking Sunday Igboho? He was asking Chief Sunday Igboho that it was said by one Femi Ojodu that Bola Ahmed Tinubu once worked with Chief Sunday Igboho and gave him a large sum of money. That was what Dele Momodu was asking Chief Sunday Igboho. He asked again if Sunday Igboho has sat together with Bola Ahmed Tinubu before. I'm wondering, how is all these questions relevant to the currently ongoing, freedom fighting? Let's continue. Even if you ask me, Chief Sunday said Mori, that is, he has met or sat down with or sat in the premises where Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is being seated before. Even me, even Osho, the market woman, will say, yes, now. Is this not logical questions that even a 1 year old will answer? Now, he now proceeded to be asking him, what about Accord or Concord party then? And all those questions. And I'm like, Mr. Dele Momodu, and you call yourself a professional journalist. How are all these irrelevant questions relevant to the ongoing, ongoing freedom fighting once again? Sunday said about Mr. Adedibu, Falamo, that is one of the elders that has his own, kokoro mumu button. When he said that, Dele Momodu made a relief sound of that is jotting that point down, because eti feel pé ẹ lè gba be yẹn, ẹ lè gba man to respect yẹn, ibe bóyá ẹ lè gba be wọlé sí lára. Ẹ má jot àwọn kíní down o, ó ń dé wájú ó ń dẹjọ́ o. I mean, Dele Momodu, can you did you listen to yourself with all these questions? Abikini gbogbo katikati tí Dele Momodu ń béèrè tó ń sọ yìí. Chief Sunday Igboho, with all due respect, gbogbo nǹkan ni mo fẹ́ fi bẹ̀ yín o. Mi ò tó bẹ̀ yín, mi ò dẹ̀ tó gbà yín nímọ̀ràn. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ ní orílẹ̀ ayé yìí mo fẹ́ fi bẹ̀ yín. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má grant interview kankan mọ́. Professionally or unprofessionally, big outlet or small outlet, big telecommunication of abẹ́lé telecommunication, can you please stop granting interview? I am bleeding. Orí ìkúnlẹ̀ ni mo wà tí mo ti ń bẹ̀ yín. Ẹ má bá anybody, if at all pé àrírú ẹ̀rí, ẹ má bínú o. They will say, he's proud, he does not want to talk to us. Ó ti ní gbéraga, fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀, afẹ́ ṣomi jọ́rọ́tọ́rọ̀ kò dá wa lóhùn. Ṣé a máa sọ, ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ. Wọ́n ń fi ọ̀rọ̀, kì í ṣe òṣèlú. Wọ́n ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá yín lẹ́nu wò. Your humility is second to none. Títí wọ́n máa fi kọwọ́ bọ̀ yín lẹ́nu láti ṣe kíni, láti sọ nǹkan tí kò yẹ kẹ́ ẹ sọ, láti lọ máa misread ọ̀rọ̀ yín, láti lọ máa mistwist ọ̀rọ̀ yín. Yoruba, ẹ jẹ́ ká fura sà. Ẹ má grant interview kankan mọ́. Tó bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí Tó bá claim pé professional interview, ẹ jẹ́ kó wà professional. E.g. ẹ máa jẹ́ kí PR yín, in fact ẹ lè gbà mí ní ọ̀fẹ́, máa ṣe lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Ẹ máa set àwọn questions tó wà off limit. Questions that are off limit. And the interview must be professional in all ramifications. You will set the questions. This is what is allowed to be asked. And this is, in fact, we will go through the questions that you are going to be asked before proceeding to the interview. That is how we will do it. Enough of people interviewing you based on politics. This is not politics. Don't let them bring politics into this. They are trying to roll politics into this, and politics should not be involved into this. Dele Momodu is a politician. In fact, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be sorry to say this and not so sorry to say this. All the people that has been interviewing you, both professionally, both big telecommunications, known outlet or unknown outlet, are just political. They are politician interviewers. All of them are politician journalists. Those are not, like, it has nothing to do with what we are talking about. These are just politics. Àwọn politician journalists ni wọ́n bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ láti ọjọ́ tí ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ má grant interview kankan mọ́. You are not available. Just keep telling them you are not available. Since they want to put politics to it, you too, you will talk politically. Involve politics into it. Do not ask any questions. If you're going to talk about it, let's talk about, this is what we are talking about. Let's discuss that. Anything up or, over that is off limits. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me if I know Bola Tinubu. Don't ask me if Bola Tinubu has given me money. If Bola Tinubu gives them money, so what? Like, so what? If Bola Tinubu has given him money, and so what? How is that an headache? How is that a bad thing? How is that something that somebody is hiding? Tinubu gives people money every day. Okay. See, he's Tinubu. He gives people money. Sunday Igboho give people money. Anybody can give anybody money. So stop it. Do not let these people ask you questions that are literally irrelevant to the present struggle. All these are politician historians and politician journalists asking you about Concord. Asking you about somebody said kinika. What, like, how is that even relevant to this ongoing struggle? Moving on, I saw another interview in BBC Yoruba. Mo ti sọ ti pẹpẹ BBC Yoruba tí ó wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kò kí ń ṣe fún wa. It is like they are more or less a spy. BBC Yoruba conduct interview. Wọ́n conduct interview pẹ̀lú Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò Gani Adams. Gani Adams dáhùn ìbéèrè náà more in a wọ́n gbé historical setting sínú ẹ̀. So mo máa analyse yẹn historically ẹ kúkú mọ̀ pé nítan lọ́mọ yín bí. I'm going to make an analysis of that one. I'm going to drop it in the history with Arewa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá Gani Adams ṣe sọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kúkú tú aṣọ lójú eégún. I'm going to do analysis on that. Just watch out in history with Arewa. The links is going to be down. I'm going to drop it down below in the description box. I'm going to throw that one there. Now, let's listen to this interview conducted by BBC News Yoruba with Miyati Allah.
Ìbáṣepọ̀ yín ṣe rí pẹ̀lú àwọn Yorùbá pàápàá ní ìlú Abẹ́òkúta pàápàá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti àwọn Fúlàní látìgbà tí ẹ ti dé sílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti títí di àsìkò yìí, báwo lẹ ṣe lè sọ nípa ìbágbépọ̀ yín pẹ̀lú àwọn Yorùbá?
Ètò àgbébá ti tún tọ̀dọ̀ tí wa nígbà táwọn bàbá wa tí tá a bá wọn tí wọ́n sọ fún wa kò sí wàhálà.
Ẹni báwo BBC ń béèrè pé báwo ni ìbáṣepọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní àti àwọn Yorùbá látìgbà tí wọ́n ti ń wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Rẹpẹtẹ nígbà yẹn kò dẹ̀ sí pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa. Àwọn tí wọ́n bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn tá à ń gbà kò sí rúkèrúdò kankan màálù òkè òǹboko jẹ́ kò sí oko rẹpẹtẹ nígbà yẹn kò dẹ̀ sí màálù náà rẹpẹtẹ bó ṣe wà nísìn ìwọ̀nba tá a ní là ń manage tá à ń káàkiri tá a dẹ̀ ń ṣe daily life wa pẹ̀lú wọn tá a dẹ̀ enjoy tí gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní agbègbè náà táwọn náà ń gbádùn wa tí a bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan à á pè wọ́n sí nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe tí àwọn náà bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan wá pè wá sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe àwọn nǹkan tá a.
nígbà yẹn lọ kí ló wáyé padà ní sí pápá bá ṣe wo ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní darandaran tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kan pé àwọn náà wà nídìí ìjínigbé ìpànìyàn àti gbogbo àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó fi di wípé ọ̀kan lára àwọn èèkàn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá Sunday Igboho tó dìde pé òun fẹ́ gba àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá là kí gangan ló wà nídìí àwọn Fúlàní darandaran tó ń dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n tú question tó béèrè yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kí n dùn má dé kẹ́ gbọ́ dáadáa.
ẹ ṣe gan.
ìyẹn nígbà yẹn lọ
ẹ gbọ́ question yẹn.
pápá bá ṣe wo ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní darandaran tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kan pé àwọn náà wà.
ó ní pàápàá bá a ṣe ń wo àwọn Fúlàní darandaran tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kàn àwọn wo ló fi ẹ̀sùn kàn ṣé wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kàn wọ́n ni àbí wọ́n ṣe é ní tòótọ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ question o. Ipe wọ́n sọ wípé wọ́n wà nídìí ìjínigbé ìpànìyàn ṣé wọ́n wà nídìí ẹ̀ ni àbí àwọn ni wọ́n ṣe é.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó fi di wípé ọ̀kan lára àwọn èèkàn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá Sunday Igboho tó dìde pé òun fẹ́.
The way she even mentioned called Sunday Igboho really got to me. Ká ní pé lady yẹn wà ní iwájú mi ni mo máa fọ́ ní etí ni. If you listen to how she began the program with this Meyati Ali, with the respect and the way she called him, look at how she called Chief Sunday Igboho shabbily. Ó tún lo ó fún Chief Sunday Igboho. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o.
fẹ́ gba àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá là kí gangan ló wà nídìí àwọn Fúlàní darandaran tó ń dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
ṣe rí ẹ ṣe gan ni àwọn ìbéèrè tẹ́ béèrè yìí inú mi dùn wípé ẹ béèrè ẹ̀ ká dẹ̀ lè láyé gbogbo àgbáyé láti mọ̀ wàhálà ajínigbé àti adigunjalè àti àwọn ìjàmbá àwọn ìṣẹ̀tọ́ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri kì í ṣe South West nìkan ni ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo àgbáyé ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kì í wá dẹ̀ ṣe Fúlàní nìkan ni wọ́n ń dá wà nínú wọ́n ń dá ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ yìí gbogbo bí tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ káàkiri tó ti ń ṣe náà àwọn ìbúra ṣe lẹ́nu ijọ́ mẹ́ta yìí wọ́n mú àwọn kan ní Ondo State ẹgbọ́n tí gómìnà sọ́lá náà àwọn ìbúra náà bá ń bẹ̀ ní Ọ̀ṣun State náà ríṣẹ́ bí oṣù mẹ́rin tó ń kọjá wọ́n mú àwọn kan náà kì í ṣe Fúlàní tẹ́ ẹ bá sì lọ sí Èkó náà àwọn gbogbo kìíní yìí náà ṣẹlẹ̀ bọ̀bọ́ yìí tí wọ́n mú ní Èkó Ìgbò tó mú tó ń ṣe kidnapping tó ń ṣe mo gbàgbé orúkọ ẹ̀.
Ìgbò tó ń try láti rántí yẹn òun ni ọmọkùnrin tí wọ́n ń pe orúkọ rẹ̀ ní ọmọkùnrin tí wọ́n ń pe orúkọ ẹ̀ ní Evans òun ló fẹ́ dárúkọ báwo ni ó ṣe jọra wọn.
òun Ìgbò ni ìṣe Fúlàní òun dẹ̀ ń kidnap àwọn èèyàn ńláńlá ṣe rí jàǹbá tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí gbogbo ẹ̀yà ló ní àwọn criminals tètè ẹ̀ ló láwọn adigunjalè àti àwọn kidnappers tètè ẹ̀ Fúlàní tó bá ń da iṣẹ́ adigunjalè ìdí àti túmọ̀ ni tó fi kọ Fúlàní lọ́rùn ní wípé àgbègbè ibi tó ti ń ṣe kínní ìjù àwọn localities tí wọ́n ń ṣe ibẹ̀ ni àwọn Fúlàní ń gbé tó bá ti kidnap èèyàn inú igbó náà máa gbé èèyàn lọ tó bá ti gbé èèyàn lọ sínú igbó ibi táwọn Fúlàní ti ń sin àwọn.
bóyá Evans gbá àwọn èèyàn lọ sínú igbó bóyá nǹkan tí ọmọkùnrin tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìfẹ́ tà láti sọ nìyẹn.
ibẹ̀ náà ló máa gbé lọ láti ìdáìtì wọn a lè sọ wípé kò sí Fúlàní ní Fúlàní lọ́wọ́ sí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Fúlàní tí wọ́n mú táwa náà sọ fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n gbé wọn tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ burúkú yẹn a sọ fún àwọn agbófinró wọn dẹ̀ gbé wọn even ní Ọ̀yọ́ state in particular there is one chairman ti Ọ̀yọ́ state former chairman Yakubu Bello ẹ tó jẹ́ bàbá ìdá yẹn tí wọ́n.
mo ń fa sọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ torí bí tí mo fẹ́ nídìí mo fẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí.
national president wa ó papọ̀ tí wọ́n jọ lọ rescue àwọn ọmọ yẹn so orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn à ń ṣe káàkiri nítorí kíni o dúró àdẹ farabalẹ̀ wípé Fúlàní ń ṣe tó bá jẹ́ pé Fúlàní wà involve ni tó bá ti jẹ́ Tinubu ni àwọn Fúlàní náà lọ rescue àwa náà tún jẹ́ victim a jẹ́ victim mo lè ka méní méjì títí di mẹ́wàá.
ẹ sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan pé lára àwọn èèyàn ní tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti pa náà bí ẹ lè dárúkọ ìkan méjì àbí tó jẹ́ pé àwọn nítorí ọ̀pọ̀ èrò rò pé àwọn Yorùbá nìkan ni wọ́n ń pa ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé ẹ̀yin gangan fúnra yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí Fúlàní náà wọ́n àwọn náà.
ẹ máa gbọ́rọ̀ tó ń jáde lẹ́nu ọmọ Yorùbá o ǹjẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ ìbéèrè tí ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn tí ó ń béèrè ẹ máa gbọ́ béèrè tó ń béèrè o.
so ìyẹn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ but ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó bá ti fi màálù ẹ̀ lẹ̀ tó fi àwọn kéékèèké nìkan sí tí ò fi supervisor sí tá a bá mú òun náà wọ́n máa fi òun náà jẹ́ òfin.
Kí a tó kásẹ̀ ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ yìí nílẹ̀ mo fẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Sunday Igboho ó gbé ìgbésẹ̀ kan láti sọ wípé àwọn Fúlàní darandaran ní agbègbè Ìbàràpá wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò níbẹ̀ ní òwúlọ́jọ́ òní la gbọ́ wípé wọ́n lọ dáná sun ilé rẹ̀ tí ó sì ṣeéṣe kó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó wà nílẹ̀ kí lẹ rí sọ sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí àti pàápàá ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday Igboho àti àwọn Fúlàní ní Ìbàràpá.
ẹ ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday Igboho.
ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday Igboho àbí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá.
because Sunday Igboho èèyàn ní bíi ti tara ti wà èèyàn alára ara ni adẹ citizen dẹ ni òun náà àwọn ni wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ó wà nù àwọn host.
citizen náà ni òun náà that is Fulani man yìí pera ẹ̀ ní citizen of Nigeria.
nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ kan máa sọ ni wípé ẹ̀bẹ̀ lèmi ń bẹ̀ ìjà ò dá ìjà ò mú nǹkan ṣe rárá ìjà ò ràn.
but nǹkan tí ó wá before I give my own opinion listen to this. I saw a news, let me highlight it. It was said, Igboho, I lost 7 men and 500 million naira when my house was invaded, said Seriki Fulani of Igboho. The Seriki Fulani of Igboho in Ibarapa local government area of Oyo State. Saliu Abdikadiriu has alleged that 7 men were killed during the invasion of his house last Friday. He also claimed that property valued at 500 million naira was lost to the invasion and arson. He said the allegations were concocted by Nigeria freedom fighter Sunday Adeyemo Igboho with the sole purpose of getting the Fulani out of Igboho and other parts of Yoruba land. He claimed he had been a peace lover in all the 50 years that he has spent at Igboho. He called on emirs and other traditional rulers in the 19 northern states to come to the rescue of Fulani residents in the southwest. That is a news headline that I just read for you. And I'm like, this man said he has been, this is just my own random thought. First off, if a Fulani herdsmen, need arms to protect their cows or hay, why can't a peaceful farmer also get some protection for his own crops? It should go hand in hand. Now, this man claims to have stayed in Yoruba land for 50 years. And then when somebody now says you should go back home, like, you mean you abandoned your place? Like you were so, like, you don't even want to go back home again? Abi get it? You mean pé ẹran tẹ́ ń dà òun ni ẹ fi value ni ẹ fi ní property tó worth 500 million naira ní orí ilẹ̀ onílẹ̀? You mean it is the cows that these people are selling, or business cows, that allowed him to have a 500 million naira properties? 500 million naira properties. Wow. It sounded somehow. Ẹ má bínú, ó yà mí lẹ́nu ni o, torí mi ò gbọ́ yẹn rí, ìyẹn ó funny. Ó wá ní wípé he called on all the emirs and other traditional rulers in the 19 northern states to come to the rescue of Fulani residents in the southwest. Ẹ kò gbọ́ yẹn, ẹ fèsì sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Moving on. Question tí mi fẹ́ wá béèrè tí kò yé mi ni wípé, please, why do they need to move cows up and down? Like, can't they acquire a land and the cows will be there? They'll be giving them food over there. Like, is it that pé tí wọ́n bá gbé cow láti máa rìnrìn kiri kò lè grow ni. What is the essence? Like I still don't, I want to understand because I'm not getting it. Why do they need, I mean, why do they need to be, you know, walking cows up and down? Can't they stay in one place, feed them there? Why do they need to go round and round and round and round and round and round? Why do they need to do that? Nigeria is not even part of the country when it comes to cattle business or importing and exporting of cattle or even the meat or the milk or anything. So I don't, even UK is on the list of cattle businesses in the world. Do they run about the old town or the old forest or farms with their cows? You mean if you don't parade cows up and down, they will not live? Because Emil gets here, you mean cows need constant exercising? You mean cows cannot stay in one position? You mean you cannot do a shade, acquire a large piece of land, you know, like a shade, and put them there? Bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń sin ẹdìyẹ, ṣé wọ́n lè sin màálù bọ́n ṣe ń sin ẹdìyẹ tó ṣe ń sin ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ni? Wọ́n ṣáà kó adìyẹ ṣáà máa rìn ká máa stroke kiri. Ojú kan ṣáà lọ máa ń kó wọn tí wọ́n máa fún wọn lóúnjẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ tán dẹ̀ máa wà ní tó ń gbé níbẹ̀. Ojú kan ṣáà lè máa kó kí ló ti ń pè ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ sí. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe máa lè sin màálù bí wọ́n ṣe ń sin gbogbo àwọn ẹranko tó kù? Kí ló dé tí wọ́n need láti máa da màálù káàkiri? Ó ṣe wá jẹ́ wípé oko ni wọ́n láì láti máa da màálù gbà. Kí ló dé tó fi ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Níbo ni wọ́n ń da màálù káàkiri lọ ní alẹ́? Because he was saying that part of the rules and regulation when they did meeting with all the governors was no night grazing. Why do they need to go for night grazing in the first place? I don't get it. Why? Are the cows going to a club? Ṣáwọn cows ṣé wọ́n kó màálù lọ club lálẹ́ ní àbáwọn ká àwọn màálù máa lọ club lálẹ́ ni? I don't get it. Why do they need to take them to the bushes, to farms? Why? Why can't they stay in one place? Why can't they, you know, rear them in one place, in one position? Why do they need to constantly stroll about with them? I am not into cow business, so I don't get it. Is it that pé tí ẹ bá gbé cow máa stroll káàkiri wọn ò lè dàgbà? Torí kò yé mi ni mo ṣe ń béèrè. Why tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe need láti máa gbé ìbọn dání? Ó ní ẹ̀ ń da ẹran, kí ló need ìbọn fún? Ṣé tí káwọn yẹn tó bá ṣìnà ó fẹ́ fi ìbọn fọ́ ẹsẹ̀ padà ni? Àbí bí ti báwo? Àbí ṣé káwọn ṣé ó fẹ́ fi tí káwọn yẹn tó bá ti fẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé ó máa fi ìbọn yẹn dá ṣerúbà láti obey command ẹ? Why do they need to carry arms about when they are actually strolling around with their cows? Those questions, and then the rules and regulations that are giving us here. Like, do Yorubas have the same? Like, can we also make rules and regulations over there? I'm talking about the Yorubas over there. Do they have the privilege of setting rules and regulations for their staying or for whatever they are doing over there? You mean you came here and started giving, okay, don't worry, we'll register our names when we are starting our grazing, and we'll make sure that we don't graze in the night? Why would you graze in the night in the first place? People in sort of shop wọ́n pé ṣá. Torí kò yé èmi. Ibo lẹ ń dá màálù lọ ṣe lálẹ́. Ẹ lọ club ni. Torí kò yé èmi. Kí ni màálù ń ṣe lóru ń ta? Kí ló dé tí wọ́n lè kan ilé fún wọn kí wọ́n kó wọn jọ síbẹ̀? Kí wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lọ máa kó oúnjẹ fún wọn bẹ̀? Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ní láti máa stroke pẹ̀lú wọn up and down? Torí yẹn àárín yẹn ò tí fi ibì kankan yé mi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ là yé mi. I don't get it. And kí n tó kásẹ̀ lẹ̀, there is a video, jẹ́ ìfihàn ẹ̀sẹ̀ jẹ́ kẹ́ rí gbọ́. Ó ní fídíò ọmọ Nollywood actor kan tó jẹ́ wípé gay ni. Ó yé yín àwọn tó ń bọ́kùnrin sùn. Ṣàṣà ni a wá rí pé ọkùnrin yìí náà very beautiful young handsome man guy. Fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí fídíò náà, ibi tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe túsítúsí, ẹ lè kàn sí mi ní orí WhatsApp, n bá ní data máa send ẹ sí kẹ́yìn náà fojú yín ní oúnjẹ pé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ó nínú industry yẹn ó happen lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, but nítorí wípé ọ̀rọ̀ freedom fighting tá à ń jà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ important ni àwọn gist àwọn Nollywood amẹ̀bọyìn ò ṣe tí wọlé dáadáa, ẹ má worry, á kúkú dá. Remember, sense before sentiment.